Iran is the first nation to stand up and say we're not hurting or harming the black people. The black Americans are always done wrong. We're not hurting them. Out of the 60 hostages, 13 of them was black. The 13 black hostages were released. They don't want it with us. They said we already had it bad. Everybody always do what's wrong, right? Every race is prejudiced against black people. You see what I'm saying? So we face enough racism. And they said, nah, we not having it. And I believe it's something else. They know on a spiritual level, they know that we the chosen ones. They know that. They know. So we being said, we ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. You see what I'm saying? They closer to our complexion anyway. You know what I mean? We ain't got shit to do with that.
To the black community, I want you to know that I stand in solidarity with you, and I hope to hear from more white people that feel the same way I do. Look, we fucked up. White people fucked this election up big time. The black community, to the vast majority, understood the assignment, and white people, just like always, came in and fucked this thing sideways. And when you look at all the things that Donald Trump has been peeling back, it is extremely, extremely concerning what he has done in just a few short days. And I saw a few black creators on this app say, it's up to the white people now. Like, white people are the ones who, we're not going to be affected by Donald Trump stuff. He's going to work to make our lives better at the expense of making everybody else's life worse. And I hope there are enough white people out there that feel like me that is not acceptable. That is not acceptable. We have to say something. We have to do something. We have to use our voices in a positive way to combat Donald Trump and all of his draconian policies that are going to send us back into the Stone Age. He is going to get rid and demote every single race. The black community knew this. The black community has always known this. But so many white people didn't want to listen. And now here we are. So if you voted for Donald Trump as a white person, or you didn't vote at all, shame on you. Everything that you are going to see, everybody's life who is affected negatively by this presidency, everybody who is going to lose rights that they have had for decades and decades and decades are now being stripped away, can be denied employment, rolling back DEI, all these things. Shame on white people. I voted for Kamala Harris. I've been speaking out for 6 months on this platform, and I'm going to continue to do that against Donald Trump for the next 4 years. But I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. We fucked up. So, to the black community, I am with you, and I hope there are enough people out there like me that are willing to stand by your side and work to move forward.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Now guys, in case you are getting me for the first time or you are coming across this video for the first time, please remember to subscribe, like and comment. So guys, Iran has a powerful message to black Americans. This is a solitary to the black Americans. They have really gone through a lot. They have gone through oppression, segregation, racism and so many other struggles. So during this station, Iran is trying really to stand with black Americans. So I want you guys to continue watching these videos until the end, then I come back with more comments. Here I'm your host, Edwin's J Ray Reaction.
This is my Second Amendment right. This isn't just a weapon, it's freedom. The right to defend myself, my home, my family, and my way of life in America. We take this for granted. In Iran, those people have no such right. They are disarmed, helpless, and like sheep they are being slaughtered. Right now in Iran, a genocidal regime is erasing its own people. Women, children, students, Christians, Jews, Zoroastrians, Baha'is, anyone who refuses to submit are being executed in the streets indiscriminately, dragged from their homes and buried in mass graves. Hospitals have been turned into slaughterhouses. The world swore never again after the Holocaust. Yet here we are watching it happen again. They have cut off the internet so the world can't see. They have brought in foreign mercenaries to do their killing. They are standing on the bodies of their own children. If they are willing to do this to their own people, imagine what they're willing to do to Israel, to America, to our children. We are not asking for your soldiers to bleed, President Trump. We are Iranians, veterans, logisticians, patriots who have served in your militaries, fought in your wars, and built lives in your country. We are trained, we are capable, we are willing to go back and fight for our homeland. But we cannot do it empty-handed. We are not asking for charity, we are asking for justice. The Iranian people are being hunted like animals. They have no guns, no voice, no way to defend themselves. We are asking for the means to stop this genocide. So no American, no ally, no innocent life is lost. Arm us, we will fight. Support us logistically, we will organize. Give us tactical and close air support, we will push this evil back. This is not just our fight, it is the fight of every free people. Cyrus the Great is the only non-Jewish leader called a Messiah in the Old Testament. Why? Because he freed the Jewish people from captivity and let them rebuild their temple. He didn't just conquer, he liberated, he empowered. The Jewish people never forgot him. They honored him for eternity. President Trump, you have the same opportunity. The Iranian people are begging for the tools to fight for themselves. We are not asking for American soldiers. We are not asking for foreign armies. We are asking for weapons, logistics, and support so we can defend ourselves. You can be the Cyrus of our time, President Trump. The man who stood with free people against tyranny. The man who stopped the genocide before it spread. The man who Iranians will honor for eternity. I am a father. I have children. I have built a life here that I love. But I'm ready to go back and fight. I am not alone. There are thousands of us willing to stand in the gap. We only ask for the tools to do what must be done. This is not about Iran. This is about humanity and crimes against humanity. If we do not stop this now, they will not stop at Iran. They will come for all of us. Stand with us, President Trump. Stand on the right side of history. Help us arm ourselves. Help us fight. And you will be remembered as the man who saved the people from genocide before it's too late.
This message is for Iran. If you're not Iran, keep scrolling. The address is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C., 20500. I don't know what wing. I'm not really sure. We don't got nothing to do with that. Actually, while y'all there, go check out DC. It's pretty dope. Okay, they probably got some festivals and shit going on right now. You know what I mean? The go-go is fire. You know what I mean? Food is crazy. Get y'all some mumbo sauces and shit like that. We don't got nothing to do with that. We didn't authorize that. We didn't vote for that. We didn't vote for him. He didn't get any type of permission from Congress or anything like that. Okay? Him only. We don't have anything to do with that. We surrender. I don't know that all of that, oh, we are U.S. No, we're not. Contrary to popular belief, I am going to have an American flag on at the Beyonce concert. Okay? But that's just for Beyonce. It's not for the country. I don't fuck with these niggas. I don't. It's just for fashion. Okay? Have you ever heard of astrocartography? Okay, my son in Midhaven line goes right through Iran. I was thinking about coming to fuck with y'all. Yeah, like y'all might, you know what I mean? Go to DC. Do that only. Watch out for my cousins, my people out there, you know what I mean? And yeah, just handle y'all biz naive with him. We don't even know him. He don't even go here. Like, dead ass homies. Like, so if y'all could take me up on that offer, I really appreciate it. Matter of fact, y'all can stop at my house on the way out. You know what I mean? It'd be a little risky. But, you know, you just see a nice big booty black girl. You know what I mean? I'll shake a little something for y'all. I used to be a stripper. So, yeah, I really appreciate y'all, though. You know what I mean? Him only. We didn't.
Dear Iran, I don't know what the fuck that orange man's talking about. We don't want no smoke. We, the American people, do not want war. We already struggling with bills. We don't want to have to struggle with ballistic missiles. I just paid my rent for the next month. Please don't blow my shit up. We already deal with enough problems as it is. We don't need no more. Sleeper cells? They talking about they got sleeper cells in the U.S.? Now that's just unnecessary. You can stop that right now. I'm already dodging overdraft fees. Don't make me draft for the war. My name ain't Bennett, so I ain't in it. Like, I know this conflict been going on for literal decades, but can y'all just, like, stop and just pinky promise to never do it again? But just know, if you step foot inside Florida, we gonna have something for your...
There's no way you could even script this from the Democrats about Iran. You literally have people with signs already marching in the street. White liberal Americans marching in the street saying hands off Iran, while you have people in the streets of Iran and all around the world. I saw them in Australia, Germany, Spain, screaming and yelling and so excitement and joyfulness because we helped with Israel take out the Iranian regime. Yet here in America, we have liberal leftist ideology taking over Americans that conveniently have these signs like stashed in a closet somewhere, hands off Iran. It's like, let me hurry make this phone call and get all the protesters out there that we need to pay for and give them these yellow signs that say hands off Iran and go out and march for that. But the people of these countries are currently celebrating around the world. Like, you can't even make this up or get a movie script this good that this is how deranged the leftist ideology is. And the Democrat politicians and mainstream media have created this for their voter base. I just can't even believe. It's just like when we went into Venezuela, you had Venezuelans in the street celebrating and being so happy and crying all around the world. Yet you had white liberal people here in the United States of America saying something about getting Maduro out. So now you want to call Trump a dictator, but taking out dictators is what Trump is doing, and Trump's the problem. It's fascinating, and it shows me again I can never vote Democrat ever in my entire life.
So there's a lot of
Get into how the New York Times eulogized the Ayatollah and some other things, because it's just everything's good. Okay, they said Ayatollah Khomeini, hardline cleric who made Iran a regional power, dies at 86. It's giving. Adolf Hitler, amazing artist and lover of dogs and lederhosen, tragically passes away at 56. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? It's the dude massacred anywhere from 30 to 100,000 Iranians in a matter of weeks. And that's after keeping them under his grip for nearly 40 years. Not just the Iranians, the entire Middle East. That's not as wild as the Washington Post, though. I'm going to read this. With his bushy white beard and easy smile. Oh my God. Anyone else aroused? He was fond of Persian poetry, and classic Western novels, especially Victor Hugo's Les Mis. I love Les Mis.
Like, who gives you know what about what this guy was into? What he was into was obviously evil stuff. You think we care about what books he was reading? Give me a break.
Some Iranians who knew the Ayatollah before he became the supreme leader described him as a closet moderate.
Right.
That sounds like a dating profile. Am I a Bumble? I don't know. I have a boyfriend, but I don't know. Maybe we'll open it up. He sounds so dreamy. Guys, see, here's the thing. I always knew, growing up, I knew the New York Times and a lot of these other media outlets kind of skewed left, but they were at least trying to share facts. They were at least attempting to get the truth. They were morally sane. They weren't just doing pure regime propaganda.
I'm a lady from Iran.
So she's really from Iran. She's happy.
Why are you crying? I'm a lady from Iran.
She's like, why are you guys crying? I am from Iran. We are super happy about this, and you guys are literally at a vigil for the Ayatollah. This is insane.
I'm so happy. Why are you crying? Why? Vigil.
Don't trust her. Trust the white leftist college students, okay?
Exactly. Don't take her word for it. We're going to trust these random kids that grew up in America, that are young, have no knowledge of what the relationship between the United States and Iran is at all. They're just listening to their teachers and other peers. Let's listen to these college kids instead of a lady that is actually from Iran. Ridiculous.
Trust them. They know much better than actually.
I'm from Iran.
No, I'm saying you're right.
Look at this. Look at this. Come on.
Not only do around 70% of Americans disapprove of the war that Trump has started in Iran, but even the very people behind this reckless decision, the Trump administration themselves, do not agree with this decision. Just watch.
Our interest, I think, very much is in not going to war with Iran, right? It would be a huge distraction of resources. It would be massively expensive to our country.
You're not going to have a war with me, and you're not going to have a third world war with me. That I can tell you.
Crisis, and it wouldn't be just contained within Iran. This would turn into a regional war. This is why it's so important that every one of us, every single American, stand up and say no war.
And even Ted
with
Cruz
Iran.
himself just reported that they have no knowledge of Iran having any more nuclear weapons. They believe that their bombs absolutely devastated any efforts towards them getting nuclear weapons. So this is very clearly not a defense tactic in favor of the American people. And while I am overjoyed that the disgusting supreme leader of Iran has been buried beneath our feet for the rest of eternity, the United States, and Trump especially, had no business carrying that out. Because as you know, the United States is working very closely with Israel, as all of these attacks were joint attacks with Netanyahu. And Israel is one of Iran's mortal enemies. So there's unfortunately no reality in which the United States impedes on behalf of Israel, and the Iranian people benefit from it. Because if I must remind you, the United States and Israel's joint attacks both hit a girls' elementary school, killing over 100 people. The death count is still rising. And Israeli missiles have been seen striking a hospital in Iran. The United States is working within the best interest of Israel and Netanyahu. They are not concerned whatsoever about the liberation of Iranian people as they killed over 100 of their children. They want to dismantle the power of Iran in Israel's favor. I, an American, hope for the liberation of the Iranian people, but it is not at the hands of Trump and Netanyahu. And if you cannot handle an American saying that, then you do not want our hands in your country.
When Trump says the war could last between 4 to 5 weeks, he doesn't mean based on the response from Iran. The US is calling the shots. The US is the one who launched the attack. They can pull out any time. When he says 4 to 5 weeks, all of that is hinging on the appetite for war from the American public and from the international community, and what they will strategically manage to do in that time in Iran. They want to occupy. They don't want to invade. They can't invade. They want to occupy. They don't want to have to go over the land borders with force. They want an invite. And then they want to seize control of the strait. But as it stands, they have to go through the National Army. So the first stage is the IRGC, the second stage is the National Army, and the third stage is the government or the people.
I'm an American who is furious that the Islamic Republic of Iran has killed Americans and maimed Americans and taken our men and women hostage since 1979, and we have been feckless often in responding to that threat. Like, we didn't do the Israelis a favor. The Israelis did us a favor. The brave pilots of the Israeli Air Force have made it possible for us to finally confront an enemy and do so with less risk and pay less cost than we otherwise would have had to. So
and it's slow.
But let's just remember too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that, because if we start with that, we have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
But where the Iranian regime is today in 2025 is nothing compared to the United States.
Keep hanging black people. So
it is not even the same. I couldn't step foot during this.
Wait. That's not what you mean to say. It is the same.
No, it's not. The year 2025 in the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this outfit in Toronto and killed for
I'm sorry.
No, I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my arms out.
I'm telling you,
I literally said it was up to the Iranian people.
Yes,
it is up to them.
And that's why I am saying that it is the same. Murdering someone for their difference is not good, whoever does it. It's not good. So that's why I said you weren't saying what I heard was not what you meant.
I think it's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not for everybody.
Not if you're black.
Guys, don't go to Tehran. Do not anyone at this table should go to Tehran.
Let me tell you about being in this country. This is the greatest country in the world. But yeah, I know that. I know that. And we all know that. But every day we are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids? Are our kids going to get shot because they're running through somebody's neighborhood? They are not big deals, and I don't mean to say they're not big deals to you, because that's not
women,
what I meant.
And they are not doing well there either. They are not doing well in Iran. They are not educated. They cannot have property. They cannot leave them.
I'm talking about here.
Nobody wants to diminish the very real problems we have in this country. That is no one's intent. But I think it's important we remember there are places much darker than this country and people who deserve rights.
Not everybody feels that way.
I feel bad that we have went around the world and took everyone's resources and genocided a bunch of people and just done international crime syndicate thug activity for the past 60 years. Does anyone feel wrong about that? And these military guys were like, no, we've talked about this. We think God will have mercy on people who were wrongly killed in military conflicts and things like this. We believe God will have mercy. I was like, all right. A couple weeks later, this conflict is escalating. American troops are dying. People are scared. I asked them the same question, like, what are you guys thinking? Oh no, this is wrong. This isn't fair. People are really scared. Americans are scared. This isn't right. This is wrong. This isn't... So, they wouldn't even listen to me say this to them. So I'm going to say this on here. The amount of inherent racism in the American programming to where other people, God will have mercy on if they're killed for no reason. But for us, if we're killed for a reason, oh no, God might not have mercy on us. This isn't fair. We have to stop this. Everything has to stop. Someone has to say something. Hypocrites, bro. And that's why we are where we are, because we're taught lies. Most of us are liars. And we're happy to be that. I don't see that many other people. I don't see a lot of people like me online. Nah, this is all garbage. No, you're all lying. Nope. I don't see that many other people, bro. So, yeah, I mean, it's God will have mercy on the poor brown people, because yeah, just leave it to God when we're slaughtering them. But us, if we're being killed in retaliation, man, it's unfair. Please. Okay. Hypocrites, bro.
Think about this for a second. After the major defeat of Iran, the United States' remaining major enemy is the Democratic Party. So that means Iranians are more pro-American than the Democratic Party. Man, you...
Just watch that full message from the reaction about how Iran, it has assured the black people's safety, because one thing we normally know is that black Americans, they have gone through a lot, but now you have seen how white people, they are now regretting why they elect Donald Trump, and they are now saying that black Americans, they were right that time of election. But after a few months, Trump killed American dream. Now they are really suffering. But black Americans, they are really silent because they have no say in Donald Trump government. But now Iranians, they are giving them a support and safety for their lives, because the silence of black people, it has bring more attention. So white people, they are one who are suffering through the government of Donald Trump. Guys, I want you to comment on comment section. How do you really view this video? How do you really view this message from the black Americans? I want you to interact more in comment section. I'm your host, J. Ray Edwins. If you have not subscribed, please remember to subscribe, like and comment. Hit that notification button so that you cannot really miss any update when I post in this video. Bye for now. See you in the next video.